support the Rohingya and to speak out against human rights abuses causes her a political problem. There are a host of other problems on her plate at the moment, economic, ongoing conflicts in other parts of the country. And then, of course, there's the army in the background, which still retains huge power. So all of this coming together, I guess, factors into why she has not been more forthcoming on this.
And meanwhile, the United Nations Refugee Agency says it's identified more than 35,000 new arrivals of Rohingya Muslim refugees in a 24-hour period. The UN's Special Reporter on Human Rights in Myanmar, Yang Lee, said it's surprising the de facto leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, had not condemned the violence.
She has not spoken up yet about this incident, and she has not spoken up about these mass people fleeing from Myanmar, from northern Rakhine. During the past 10 days, I think the numbers are now soaring up to 125,000, and about 20,000 are stuck in the mountains with no shelter, no food, no water. And if you add that up to last October, after the October 9th incident, 75,000 had fled from Myanmar. If you add those two incidents together, the numbers reach about 200,000, which is about 1/5 of the total Rohingya population in Myanmar.
Now, people in the West Country have been lending their support to calls to stop the violence. Rana Basharat Ali Khan organised groups from Bristol to travel to London today to protest outside the Myanmar Embassy. I'm very pleased to say he joins me now. Rana Basharat, hello.
Hello.
So tell me, how many people eventually went to London then today?
It was the police said it was 30 to 40,000, but we believe it was more than 50,000 people was in a protest today.
How many went from Bristol?
I think it was 700 or 800 people from Bristol,
Gosh, that's quite a community then.
and there was there was 443 coaches came from all over the UK.
Right.
Only 4 coaches and 6 cars came from the Bristol.
Right. So what do you hope the protest today will achieve?
We passed the today that we need independent Burma Muslim country. We do not want international countries and UNO to move them in other countries or put them in a shelter or put them on any safe place. We want independent Burma Muslim country, which we'll call Rohingya.
But the thing is that's not going to be done overnight, is it?
But we need to start from somewhere. So today, 10th of September, we give a date for national and international media that this is the date when we demand independent Burma Muslim country. The Burmans Buddhas have to stop killing Muslims, stop burning their country, stop burning their dead body alive, stop doing all what they are doing. So international media and international countries and UNO and OIC need to put their pressure on Burman government. They have to stop this genocide.
So what do you think then? You think if they have a new country, will that be the land that's in Burma now?
Yeah, that's the only solution is left, because Burmese government they are not doing from today. They are doing about last 7 to 8 decades. If you remember in 1970 and 1980 they killed more than 1.2 million Rohingya Muslims. So that's the only solution, and we will not withdraw our statement or we will not step back from our demand. That's what we need from them.
Okay, so your demand is that they have a separate country, and that the country that they have, the new country, will be carved out of the existing Burma.
Yes.
Which I cannot see happening very soon.
but what we are hopeful, and we will continue our campaign. We already give a call to the march in Birmingham next Sunday. After that in Bristol, then we are planning to do the national million march in a demonstration in London, and then we will go in a European country and as well.
Which politicians are you going to, do you think, will negotiate a separate country then? Are you expecting somebody from Britain and America and the West?
Yes, that's the only solution, because right now they are stateless. They are homeless. They don't have any identification for themselves. So that's the only way for them in the future, because this is not going to be stopped. If it's not stopped from last 7 to 8 decades, how will we stop in the next 5 to 6 years or 10 years? But that's the plan. No, we are visiting in Burma soon as well.
Right. So what about the immediate thing though? What about the safety of the people, the women, the children, and the men? That they're being accusations of being killed. What are you proposing for immediate safety of these people?
I think the way USN and UNO passed the bill in a parliament in overnight, an attack on Iraq and Afghanistan, the same way UNO and USA and the rest of the country have to pass a bill in a UNO, an attack on a Burma's army. That's the solution we need. We don't want to move them out of their homes. We don't want international countries take them in as refugees. We do not want this demand. We want action from the US government and USA and the United Nations, exactly the same way how the overnight they attack in Afghanistan and Iran and Syria and the rest of the country. We don't want this.
Rana, what about peacemakers from the United Nations? Can they not be?
I don't believe on a United Nations. They are a social club. They are a gathering club for the high class politician. They done nothing. They done nothing for Kashmir in the last 70 years. They done nothing for Iraq. They done nothing for Afghanistan. They done nothing for Syria. They are the troublemakers. They are a troublemaker for, I don't want to say, but they are a troublemaker for third world country, and especially where the oil. That's their agenda. They fight for our oil. They fight for our gold. They fight for our money. They do not have any sympathy for any human or any country which is destroyed. This is the real terrorist. Why not international media call Buddhas as a terrorist? Why the terrorist word only for Muslim? I'm thankful you always call me, you always give me opportunity to speak on the 1.2 billion Muslim behalf of them. We want independent Rohingya Muslim country. We will not step back from this.
Rana Basharat, thank you very much for bringing us up to date. And are you due to go to see the United Nations this week?
Yes, I'm going in a UNO in Geneva for Human Rights Conference.
When is that?
It is on starting in the 16th. Is already start on 11th, but my presentation will be started from 16, 17, and 18.
Right. Okay. Well, obviously, let us know what happens when you've been there. But thank you very much.
Before I take your thanks, I want to thank you, because you are the first media person who give me a backup for my this today event, and all the success credit go to you. And secondly, all my friends, colleagues, whoever attend today march, I want to thanks for them. And last thing, please join us on the next Sunday in Birmingham, after that in Bristol, then for a million march in London. Please keep posting I am Rohingya, keep posting messages about Burma Muslims. That's a new century genocide.
Thank you very much, Rana Basharat. Thank you for joining us on the program.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for BBC to covering and giving us opportunity to speak.
No trouble at all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.